What
we
was
got
that?
going here?
What's that?
G?
Oh, there he is. There. Okay. Georges Niang is here. By the way, I heard that the nickname has been upgraded to G-Wagon.
G-Wagon.
True or false?
That's facts, because the last time I got on here, you were tearing me apart with my nickname. So
Your minivan, what do you call it? Bus driver?
I just take what the internet gives me. That's all I can do here. Before I throw it over to G-Wagon is way.
G-Wagon is much better.
I got no
We love
complaints.
that.
Yeah. We do love that.
We can live with that.
Sweet, sweet ride. Chandler, I'm throwing it over to him in 1 second. Before I do, though, he ended the show yesterday when we teased you'd be on today, saying you guys have had some heated arguments recently. What has this been about?
There's been some talk. I don't know. There's been some talk this summer about, the Cavaliers, Chandler.
I have a confession. I have a confession. We were sitting around a round table at a wedding this summer. And there were drinks had.
Sure.
And there was an argument. There was a bunch of NBA players there, and there was a debate came up of who's going to have a better year, who's going to be a higher seed in the playoffs, the Cavs or the Pacers. And to my fault, I rode with the Pacers to the.
Why?
They teased me last year, and I was. You know what, Jorge?
He just likes to argue.
I was wrong. By the way, I wasn't the only one.
Wait, was there a Pacer present?
A very good Pacer present.
Now this makes sense.
And we're not going to throw any shade at him.
No.
But, Chandler was not riding on the Cavalier bandwagon whatsoever. So
I wasn't.
Leave it at that.
And I just wanted to apologize to you. Listen, I was wrong. You guys are 19-3.
Damn.
You started off the season. Listen, it's safe to say we didn't expect a 15-0 start. That was an outrageous start. Second best start in the NBA history. What was that like, G? Like were guys getting superstitious? Were guys talking about it? Were like what? Because that's a hell of a ride.
Yeah, I mean, at some point it starts to become exhausting, right? Because, you go from being the hunter to the hunted, and now you're getting everybody's, so-called best shot because they wanted to be that team. And then you're also realizing, like, damn, the ebbs and flows and the ups and downs of a season. You're like, we don't want the highlight of our season to be that we're 15-0. We kind of want to, pace ourselves and make sure that, we're playing our best basketball at the end of the year. But it was an exciting start, especially, having a new coach coming in and getting off to a start like that. And we've kind of built our MO as just trying to get a little better each day, as cliche and silly as that sounds.
By the way, G, I'm a big JB Bickerstaff guy, and you guys made the change to Kenny Atkinson, and he's obviously done a phenomenal job. Now, again, not shitting on JB Bickerstaff for what he did, but like what's been different? Like, how does that, is it just you needed a fresh face? Is this a different style? Like, what's been the biggest change? Because you guys obviously had a pretty good year last year, but now to be 19-3, top of the East, everyone talks about the Celtics. You guys are in first place and you've dominated, first ladder of the season.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with Kenny, is what he's done is come in and have a team that, obviously is playoff built, but, come in and tweak some things that, he felt that we needed, on the offensive end, which have allowed us to play faster. Obviously our depth is one of our strengths, and using every single one of our guys and continue to instill confidence in guys and empower them. And, I think, having roles in the NBA is kind of like a thing. So appreciating guys for being superstars in their roles. Not every guy is going to be a 20-point scorer, and then kind of fixing the dynamic between, Donovan and Darius. Not saying that there was ever like an issue, but obviously like making sure that, they can continue to play off each other and help this team go as far as it can.
Is he still running the practices like a player development guy? Like he gets his hands dirty during practice. He'll run out, set screens, make passes. He'll run from court to court.
Run around. Yeah.
Is he still is he active in practice still?
Oh yeah, he's running out there, contesting shots, passing the ball, taking charges. Man, you would have thought he was a video room guy if you didn't know he was the head coach.
That's hilarious.
NBA Cup, obviously you guys, the game last night didn't mean anything. You guys had already been eliminated. It's Wizards, 31-point win. How pissed are we as a team? A, you're not going to get to play for this cup. B, you miss out on Vegas. Like, where are we on?
With us, by the way.
With us.
We will be there.
I mean, which is the selling point. Where are we on the bummed levels?
I would say I'm pretty pissed off, considering I'm missing out on Vegas, the cup, and actually the first thing, the bonus that you get for making it up there. That would allowed me to, spend another summer trying to keep up with Chandler, hanging out at all the places he hangs out at. So I would say.
So the Wizards, they haven't won a game since October 30th.
Yikes.
Jeez.
Jesus. Be honest, was there any talk before the game like, yo, we can't be that team. Let's lock in. Let's not be that team.
Kuzma already said that once. And now ain't no fun when the Raven has the gun.
We were not saying that, but it didn't help that you were all on air talking about blow it up. Hey, Lou, what you
atomic bombing.
Yeah, I'm like, this is not good because they might come out with a ton of energy and, on a Monday night in Cleveland, anything can happen. So I was just like, we wanted to avoid that. But I think the biggest thing is, like, we get back to talking about Kenny, is he's done a great job of just kind of implementing real into our locker room, where it's like, this is a maturity game, fellas. Like, how mature are you to have a mature approach to go out there and not take this team lightly and make it about us and our habits and playing hard, and the rest will take care of itself. And he's done a great job of that throughout, our season, and it's allowed us to, not fall too many times on these types of games.
Absolutely. And we just talked about Vegas and everything that the NBA Cup has done. Are you all in on the NBA Cup? Is there anything you would change? Because some of the courts, it takes some getting used to. You got the Boston Green court that's a little hard on the eyes. That's tough. But
it's a little trippy.
Are you all in on this experience, and what would you change about it?
Damn, that's the highlight you have to put up there?
Beadle snuck that one in there.
Yeah, I was about to say, Beadle definitely did that one. My God, she handpicked that one. She's like,
innocent. I don't even know how to make videos.
No, but besides that highlight, I'm all in on the NBA Cup. I think it's been an unreal experience, and I just think, I think Lou and Chandler, you guys know, it gets repetitive after a while, during this part of the season where, you want to have games that kind of like have that instant gratification and where it's meaningful. And I think the NBA Cup does that, where, you have like those Tuesday and Friday night games where, you get up and are like, these are meaningful and, we have a chance to do something special. And obviously, winning a championship as in the NBA Cup is meaningful. They might even put a banner up. But I would also, like I mentioned again, everybody loves green and everybody loves money. That NBA Cup bonus in Vegas.
Is that the worst court you've ever played on?
Man.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
I mean, it's not great.
It's not fun to watch on TV.
It's hard to watch.
And there were like 3 lines in between. It was like, what are you trying to implement here?
So, Gia, obviously, the NBA Cup to me has been a hit. The games are more intense. The games are more electric. The crowds are nuts. You guys right now sit at the top of the NBA with the 19-3 record. Obviously, big picture is to win an NBA championship. Everyone in their world, I think they think Celtics are the team to beat. They were the defending champs. They bring everybody back. With the start you guys have had, do you guys feel slightly disrespected, or do you understand, listen, that's the top dog. We got to get respect we deserve. We got to go through them.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, they did win a championship. So there's no feeling like we're feeling slighted. Like, we can only control what we can control. And that's every time that we play against them, we're going to, go out there and act as if, we're capable of beating them, because I think that we are. But at the end of the day, you have to prove yourself night in and night out in this league. So I don't think any of us feel slighted. Those guys are the defending champs, and that's who we're going to have to go through in the East.
And George, I want to commend Chandler for sounding somewhat professional in that last question, but it was all a lie, because we're about to do our power rankings, and he's trying to blame other shows. And in the East, he has Boston #1, Cleveland #3.
He's a snake.
You're a snake for this.
Cleveland's 3 in your rankings. Why?
Because he just
it?
said he's not. Well, I think Oklahoma City. I think I have 2. This is just East. This is the whole NBA.
Oh, it is. You're right.
What do we have to do,
Win a championship. Do it in the playoffs. Win a championship. You know this. Boston just did it. Listen, you just said you don't feel slighted. You just feel like you have to go through.
I feel slighted because it seems like it's personal.
I told her that in confidence. Listen, I think you guys are. I think you guys have exceeded expectations. That's fair to say.
Whose expectations?
Everybody's.
Yours?
No one thought the Cleveland Cavs would be 19-3 after 22 games. That is a fair statement.
That's not true. You're the only one that didn't think that.
Stop. Charles Barkley last night said, "I don't care about their record. I'm not drinking the juice on the Cavs."
He says a lot of crazy stuff. So, we're not even
Put the drink down, Chuck.
Yeah.
I'm rolling. I'm a big Kenny Atkinson fan.
See?
I credit Kenny Atkinson for continuing my career. I thought I was done. I tore my ACL. And I asked you, did he run practices? Because every day, that was the person that worked with me and made sure I got back on my feet. So I'm a believer, bro. I'm in.
I like this for
Listen, your own center, Jarrett Allen, recently said the goal is to make it to the conference finals, G. So I'm not the only one, clearly. If you're starting, first of all, does anyone check him on that, by the way? Because that was
Look, G looks blindsided.
Yeah,
Like, what are we doing here?
Are you buffering or are
What
you
is it? This
doing
is a
here?
gotcha interview. Let's go.
No, the crazy thing is Chandler is picking quotes that stand on like his point. Like, yes, Jarrett Allen, like, is he the best person to pick like a quote from?
But why do you say like? I need to know.
Like,
G, I need to
pick a
know.
quote from Donovan Mitchell.
I need to know why he said. Did anyone be like, Jared? What the hell was that about? Like, the goal is to win a
because
championship. We're 19-3.
He's so nice.
Yes, he's just hanging out. He's having a good time, and guess what? He so happens to be really good at basketball. Like, he's not focused on saying the right things. Who cares?
Okay. Well, when I hear that from a valuable player on the team, I'm like, damn, their goal, they're 19-3, made history damn near, and their goal is to go to the conference finals. Like, I just think bigger picture.
You want us to celebrate because we're 19-3 and
No,
say
I want
we're
you to
gonna win
have
a
championship goals, not conference final goals, G.
Well, hold on.
That was a
What
crazy statement.
It is.
Can
We
we
have to
get
look at
this
the
guy?
messenger because Jarrett Allen is he a different dude? Like what is he doing when he's not on the court? Because that quote felt very sort of sweet.
He makes computers. He's not known for taking hot takes. Like, what? Come on.
Okay, there you go. So shut up, Chandler.
All right, fine. Fine, I will take everything Jarrett Allen says for the rest of his career with a grain of salt.
Yes.
Chandler, I just want to know, what do we have to do going forward to be #1 in your power ranking? Like, moving forward, what do we have to do to be #1 in your power rankings?
I think you have to beat the Celtics when they're fully loaded, not when Derek White and Jason and Brown are out. I think that was the starter.
We can't control that.
I know. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying I think, like Denver the year before, when you're the champion, I think you were the champ till proven otherwise. And they brought back everybody. Now they have KP back. I just feel like when I'm watching them, that is the best team in the NBA. Not even anything against you. I think they're better than Oklahoma City. I think they are by the way, they're the Vegas favorite. So I'm not taking crazy pills. They are literally the favorite.
I really could listen to y'all just go at it.
I
for the
love
rest
it.
of
Are we
this
still on
interview.
air?
I really could just listen to
We
y'all
get
go at
drinks.
it.
Like what is this?
My point is, listen, you guys are balling, and I am extremely stoked. You know that. Half the time I'm teasing. I just like to see. I want to see it in the playoffs. I want to see it on a big stage.
I'll get us back on
Thank
track,
you,
G. You've played with Donovan Mitchell for 6 seasons, including his time in Utah. What's been the biggest difference in his game that you've seen on and off the court? Who is he as a person? What talk to his maturity.
Yeah, I think the leadership role is the biggest thing that I can speak to, right? He's done a tremendous job of not only being a phenomenal basketball player and getting himself to new heights and All-NBA and multiple-year All-Star appearances, but I think at this point he realizes that how can I get my teammates to the finish line with me? How can I empower my teammates? How can I use my teammates to help me win games? And I think that's a huge step in his maturation process and as him as a superstar. I think since he's come over from Utah and when I got here, it was a year after he had been here already. But just to see his level of focus on where he's trying to get, and it's not like I want to be all NBA. It's like, how can I win a championship? And when you see guys kind of shift their mentality like that, it's impressive. And I think he's been nothing short of impressive this year. His ability to, continue to make threes off the dribble, be a playmaker, and just ultimately be that guy that can carry a team. It's been really impressive.
I want you to make a case for him. Why is he not in the MVP conversation right now?
He's 8th. It's weird.
That is nuts.
I think because we actually have, other guys that are stepping up alongside him. Like you look at the evolution of, Darius Garland and his improvements and Evan Mobley. And I think people aren't giving him enough credit just because he's had some help along the way. But at the same time, I don't think he essentially really cares. Because if he continues to play like this, I mean, you have to bring him up in those rankings. I mean, the numbers that he's putting up are, I would say, pretty impressive, and the percentages that he's shooting, you know, those are MVP numbers, I think.
We had this argument yesterday too. It's like, what goes into the voting? Is it stats? Is it winning?
Everything.
Is it because if you do both, then he should be #1 right now. The best record. He's putting up crazy numbers. Like, so to me, the voting is all doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah.
Neither does your power rankings, but we'll talk about something.
I think I'll boost him in my power ranking.
G, let me ask you a question. Utah, Cleveland, where do you rather go out? What's a better spot to go out?
What is happening right now? Why? What? We're gonna lose Chandler.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Stay inside.
You know what? Cleveland all day. I'm taking Cleveland every day of the week.
He lives in Cleveland. Why would he even think about going
You know,
against that?
LeBron was once here. This was LeBron had this place popping, so you know it hasn't died ever since.
Best he could. Best he could.
It hasn't died at all ever since?
Nope, not one bit.
Stay safe.
Go on.
Stay safe.
Yeah, why are you?
Listen,
you guys
G.
are trying to torture me, man.
Oh, it gets better.
I'm
Just
gonna give you
wait.
some flowers here, G. You've played all 82 games last season. You've yet to miss a game this season, which is, by the way, for a guy who missed, you know, majority of my games in my career, that is extremely impressive. What's the secret? They call you a minivan and G-Wagon, yet you're on the floor every single game. How do you do it?
You know, I've learned at my ripe age of 31 that if you continue to move slow, it really hinders the probability of you getting injured. So I've just been, moving at my own pace. You know, these athletes out here, these young kids, they're jumping high, sprinting around. Like, that ain't gonna keep you playing games. I was told the best ability is availability. So I'm gonna keep on moving at my pace and playing as many games as I can. They don't pay me to sit, that's for damn sure.
So, G, the 3 current NBA players with the most wins in the last decade. Jason Tatum, 2nd. Jokic, 3rd. Georges Niang, #1. The guy wins, the guy's available, so you know what?
Let's go.
Cavs and Georges Niang to the goddamn
Wait, you gave us
moon.
no secrets, though. Do you do, like, the ice baths? I mean, I kind of want to know, like, daily.
Yeah, I mean, I have a routine of, you know, obviously, I think right after the game, I'm icing my knees, my feet are in an ice bucket, I ice bath and sauna, all those other things that, you know, kind of keep your body healthy. I think the one thing that I've continued to try and work on is the eating part.
Why are you smiling when you say that? It's
Yeah,
not like,
why
it's not
are
like I
you?
have a video of you at a wedding or anything eating like an absolute house. I would never do that.
What is wrong with y'all?
What is a wedding?
What is wrong with y'all?
Let me live my life, man.
off my back.
Hey, Lou, if it wasn't for you, you know, shouting out Magic City's, you know, wings, I wouldn't have had those on Thanksgiving.
You enabled him, bro. You enabled him.
Shout out to the city. I can listen. I can get you a pack. Shout out to Gold Belly. I can get it right there.
Hey, man, they should be giving you royalties, man, because
Oh, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good.
Something going on
good.
there already. Chandler, do you want to say goodbye since you've roasted
we
it
leave
for
it?
an entire 15
Nah,
minutes?
G, this is awesome. Just keep playing every game, stay healthy, and Cavs to the moon,
Keep
baby.
rolling.
Go
Keep
Cavs!
rolling.
saying that. Keep
Thanks,
saying that.
thanks,
Appreciate you guys
George.
having me on.
Sorry.
Appreciate it, G.
We'll be right back.
He said.
Running back.